The first time you kill a man, you're 23 years old, and afterward, the boss kisses you on both cheeks and calls you son. That's the thing nobody tells you about this life. It doesn't feel like crime. It feels like family. It feels like finally, after a whole childhood of being no one, belonging to something that would kill and die for you. That warmth, that's not a trick, it's real. And it's exactly why you'll never leave, right up, until the day the same family puts a bullet behind your ear and kisses you goodbye. There's only one way out of this life, and it isn't retirement. You already know that. You knew it the day you begged your way in. This is your life at every rank in the Mafia. Rank 1, the associate level 1. The associate. You're not in the family yet. Not really. You're an associate, which means you're useful, you're watched, and you're expendable. You can't be a made man yet. Maybe your blood isn't right. Maybe you just haven't bled enough for them. Doesn't matter. You run the errands nobody important wants to touch. You collect small debts. You drive. You stand outside doors and look dangerous. You do the jobs that carry all the risk and none of the respect. And you do them with a smile, because every single day you're auditioning, they're watching how you handle money. Do you skim? They're watching how you handle pressure. Do you talk? The whole neighborhood is a test you don't get to see the answers to. And here's the trap that's already closing around you. The money is good. Better than any straight job would ever pay. A kid like you. You taste it. The respect, the cash, the way men twice your age suddenly step aside when you walk past. You'll never go back to being nobody now. You signed a contract you can never read and never tear up. Rank 2, the soldier level 2. The soldier. You've proven yourself. So one night, in a room with the curtains drawn, they prick your finger, burn a saint's card in your hand, and you swear an oath. The family comes before your country, before your wife, before your own mother, before God. You are now a made man, untouchable. The other families need permission just to raise a hand to you. And now you're a soldier, which means now you're the one who does the killing. They tell you who. You don't ask why. Asking why is how you become the next name on someone's list. You learn to do the thing that separates the men from the associates, and you learn something horrifying about yourself in the process. You can do it. And then you can go home and eat dinner and kiss your kids goodnight and sleep. The first one haunts you. By the fifth, it's just work. You're earning real money now, kicking a percentage up to your captain every week. Because that's the rule of this whole machine. Money flows up. Always up. You'll bleed for the men above you and hand them a cut of everything you steal, and you'll call it honor. Rank 3, the Capo level 3. The Capo. Do enough, earn enough, survive enough, and you get made a Capo, a captain. Now you have your own crew. 10, 15 soldiers who answer to you, who kill on your word, who kick their money up to you the way you once kicked yours up the line. This is where the money becomes serious, where you stop being a wolf and start being the man who owns the wolves. You run rackets across whole neighborhoods. The gambling, the loan sharking, the protection, the union you quietly control. You're a businessman now, and your business is fear. But the higher you climb, the thinner the air gets. Because now you're worth killing. A hungry soldier who wants your spot, a rival capo who wants your rackets. And above you, always, the boss. Watching to see if you're getting too big, too popular, too rich. In this life, becoming successful and becoming a threat are the exact same thing. And the man who can't tell the difference doesn't live to learn it. You sleep with one eye open now. You vary your route to work. You notice who sits where at dinner. The paranoia isn't a flaw. It's the only thing keeping you alive. Rank 4, the Underboss level 4. The Underboss. You're second in command now. The Underboss. You run the day-to-day of the entire family. So the boss can keep his own hands clean and his own name off everything. Orders flow through you. Disputes come to you. When someone has to die, often it's your mouth that says the word so the boss can honestly say he never did. It's the most powerful you've ever been. It's also, statistically, the most dangerous chair in the entire family. More dangerous than the boss's own, because you're the perfect threat and the perfect scapegoat at the same time. You know everything. Everybody, every dollar, every secret. That makes you the man best positioned to seize the throne and the man the boss watches most closely. For exactly that reason. If the police ever close in, you're the buffer who takes the fall. If the boss ever gets paranoid, and he will, they all do, you're the first one he removes, because you're the only one close enough to remove him. You spent your whole life climbing toward the top, only to discover the second highest rung is where the family buries most of its own. Rank 5. The boss level 5. The boss. You made it. The whole thing is yours. Every soldier, every capo, every dollar that flows up that long, bloody ladder now flows to you. Your name is spoken in whispers. Grown men are terrified to disappoint you. You have everything you clawed and killed for since you were a 23-year-old kid getting kissed on both cheeks. And you are completely, utterly alone. Because here's what the throne actually is. A target with a crown on it. Every ambitious man below you is doing the exact math you once did. What's his spot worth? And how do I get it? The police have made you their #1 obsession. There's a task force with your photograph on the wall. Rival families would start a war to take your territory. And your own underboss, your right hand, the man who knows all your secrets, is the single most likely person on earth to kill you because he's the only one close enough. So you become a prisoner in a mansion. You trust no one. You stop using phones. You hold meetings in the open air, mid-walk, whispering, because every wall might be wired. You watch your oldest friends for the smallest sign of betrayal, because in your experience, betrayal has always come from the oldest friends. You spent 30 years believing the top of the ladder was freedom. Now you understand the truth. There was never a top. There was only a smaller and smaller cage, until finally it's just you, a loaded gun, and the sound of your own front door. Rank 6, the only way out. Level 6, the only way out. There is one rank above boss, and every single man in this story reaches it eventually. It has only 2 doors. The first door is a federal prison cell. The government builds an entire career out of ending yours. An informant you trusted, a wire you didn't find, a soldier who decided 40 years in prison was worse than breaking the oath. You die slowly, behind concrete, your empire divided among the same hungry men who smiled at your table. The second door is the one everybody in this life secretly expects. A car that doesn't start right. A friend who suggests a quiet dinner. A younger man who kisses you on both cheeks. And you feel it coming in the half second before because you've done it yourself to the man whose chair you took. And in that half second, you finally understand the family you gave your whole life to. It was never your family. It was a machine for turning loyal men into money and then into corpses. And it did to you exactly what you did to everyone above you. The kiss at the beginning, the kiss at the end. That was always the whole story. You just couldn't see the second one coming because the first one felt so much like love. OUTR, the reflection. Here's the part they leave out of every movie. Nobody joins the Mafia to die in a prison cell or a car trunk. Every man in this story joined for the same reason you would have, because somewhere, at some point, the straight world made him feel small, and a group of dangerous men made him feel like he mattered. That's the bait, not money. Belonging, the oldest hook there is, and the machine knew it. It always knows it. It offers a lonely young man a family, takes his loyalty, his conscience, and his best years, extracts every dollar of value out of him, And when he's used up or dangerous or simply unlucky, it collects the last thing he has to give. It never loved him. It only ever needed him. And the cruelest part is that most of these men would tell you, even at the end, even knowing how it ends, that they'd do it all again. Because the feeling of belonging to something was worth more to them than the life it cost. So the next time you watch a Mafia movie and wonder how anyone could choose that life, remember, it never felt like choosing death. It felt like finally being wanted. And there is almost nothing a lonely person won't trade for that. There's only one way out of this life. There always was. You knew it the day you begged your way in.